Hello. Hello. What time? What is that? What time is it? Do you hear that? Is that what time it is? Is it time for some live chat time? Time for some live chat. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut jelly. Baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly. Baseball bat. I'm getting better at it. Y'all have to admit I'm getting better at it. A little bit. A little bit better at it. Don't you think? I'm at least knowing around the right times to come in with where on the song. After, like, how long have I been playing this song? Like, I've been playing the peanut butter jelly song, like, since the beginning. Since I started making my reaction videos. And that was like, my first reaction video was probably like 9 months ago. So I have been, do you see my spider hams? I got like 3 of them. Cause like the kids went to McDonald's that day. And then I was like, well, now I got 3 spider hams. I'll trade if people have some of these to trade with. Cause I'm looking for the other ones. They had the whole collection. Where are they at? Oh, it's not shown on there, but I had the box right here too. Cause they had the dark Spider-Man. They had the I don't remember, Gwen. They might have had Gwen at the McDonald's, but I don't know. But let me say, who's here? Joshua. Hey, Joshua. Tanya. We got some new ones up in the house tonight. And my boy Muppets showing up. I know more will come. We'll get a few at the beginning and more. Terrence came in to say hi. So did y'all see what I named my live stream tonight? Did you see? And the God of knowledge, the keeper of the Triforce, the keeper, Terrence. Well, if Terrence is ready to talk about this, are you referring to are you referring to the title? Like, I saw the Surviving R. Kelly. I saw the Lifetime series, and you think all of them are lying? Terrence. Look, none of these women are getting money. Look, did you watch it, Terrence? Because I don't think, I'm going to start from the beginning. I will start from the beginning. Hold up. That's what, look, Joshua said, hold up. You can't just we have to start from the beginning on this, Terrence. You can't just come up making claims. Number one, this is what I want to know. Who watched the Surviving R. Kelly series? Who watched it? Number one, raise your hand, give an F, like Joshua always does, give an F if you watched the Surviving R. Kelly. Because I'm going to be honest, I thought like what Terrence was thinking. I did. Now, I know he was like perverted. I knew he might have been a little perverted because he made some tapes with peeing. And that was him. Like, everybody didn't even say, like, he even made that song. I admit it. And he was peeing on some people. So, no, Terrence, no. Don't be coming up in here. Don't be coming up here saying you've seen it all. Because I'll be the first one to research some stuff, Terrence. I will be the first one to research some stuff. Like when he was the videotape, I never watched it. I wouldn't watch that nasty thing. But when him talking about the peeing on people came out, I didn't watch it. But I was all reading that news every day. I keep up with the current event stuff. But I was shocked. And you, look, Terrence, this is stuff. The documentary is not new info. Okay? Not new info, but you don't know all that they covered. You don't know all they covered. Look, the wife was up on there. The wife's in bankrupt court. She ain't getting no money from R. Kelly. R. Kelly's ex-wife was up on that show, and she's in bankrupt. The kids don't see him. Like, she makes sure. She just wants to stay away from him. But she ain't getting no money. He ain't been paying her. I went and read. Terrence, tell me what you researched on that. What did you research about him not paying his wife? Because I got details. You said you come with the details. Come with the details. Because when I heard that, I went and researched it. I researched it, and I was like, oh, no, she ain't. And he's doing her wrong. He is paying her. Like, he's making her go broke. She's up in foreclosure of her house. He ain't paying. And what he does, if you like read all the stuff, I watched the show. He said, oh, now you say you watched it? Did you watch it all? Did you watch all 6? Because that wife, she ain't got nothing to gain from going out like that. Like, she ain't got nothing to gain. Because going on that show, it's just going to make him more bankrupt. Because all these people, they have all this stuff, mute R. Kelly and this and that. Oh, no. He ain't going to be getting no shows for a while. He ain't going to be getting, they already closed them down at places. Did you see the mute R. Kelly people? They already closed them down at places. And on top of it, Terrence, after this came out, and all these artists are coming out now saying, like, I saw Nick Cannon was talking about him. Did you see that, Terrence? Like 2 days ago, Nick Cannon was talking about him because he's like, I worked with him. He's a genius in the studio and this and that. But he talked about, he's like, yeah, like about the little girls. Yeah. I mean, he explained it. He explained what he thought about him. I'm behind I am behind on these comments. He explained what it, like, he liked R. Kelly. He's like, yeah, like, he's a genius. He said, but he said something wasn't right there. He was like, something ain't right there. So I can understand. This is what Nick Cannon said about him. He said, I can understand why he likes young girls, like the little girls, basically, like really young girls. He said, because R. Kelly ain't up there all right. Number one, he's like illiterate. Like, he can't read or write. But they were even saying mentally, Nick Cannon was saying mentally that it ain't all up there. He's like, he has his mind frame. He said R. Kelly has the mind of like a child. That's what he was saying. It was, look, it was in an interview. He did it like 2 or 3 days ago. All right, let me go back because I am missing all kind of stuff. Many of these women, all right, I saw what Terrence trying to say. John, has been hired CEO of Sky. I don't even know what that is. Skydance. That was respect. Oh, I know. Tessa's not feeling well. Tanya Hicks believes in women. I've already seen the same. Look, Terrence can't come up in here saying he already seen every single piece of evidence because things came out on that show that I don't think was around. I've been watching Masterpiece Victoria starting in R. Kelly. The documentary is not new info, just recent. Well, no, I've seen all that. I've seen even those videos with the parents saying he's like, the girls are in a cult. And I remember they showed it on documentary. The video he had this girl go on and was telling her, like, she was like, I'm not in a cult. I'm just with R. Kelly, blah, blah, blah. Like, and they played all that stuff on there. Like, the MPD has closed investigation. I don't know who that is. Muppets, do you have some information to tell Terrence on some R. Kelly? I'm not shocked. The same stuff we've seen before. I want to take sides with Terrence. He sounds right, but I don't know the info, so I'm going to remain neutral. I watched the show. Trust me, the info. Oh, the info. Look, Terrence right. The info ain't new. The info ain't new. Some of it is. Some of it was new to me. But I heard a lot of it. Our Lord and Savior Muppet. Many of the women were happy to be. Oh, no. Look, Terrence, we're going to get to this. We are going to get to this. He's right. Man was happy to be with him. He was wrong. But I'm saying some of the women are shady, except the people's favor, probably some money. All right, wait. Terrence must be cursing right here. Terrence cursing. He's not innocent. I never said he was innocent. I just said some of the women, not everyone's a victim. Oh, look. We're going to get to this because I believe some of these women, Terrence, some of these women, like that guy, they got that girl. All right. Should we start at the beginning with this? Because I feel like if y'all haven't seen it, we need to go over it. Right? Terrence, do you think we need to go over it? This was 3 nights of shows on Lifetime, 2 episodes a night. So they did this as a documentary, 2 episodes. I don't know why they couldn't just say it was 3 episodes like all together and just had a 2-hour episode, but they made it in separate episodes, an hour each, but played them back to back. All right? Back to back. All right, let me see. Joshua said, it's like Harvey Weinstein. I highly out every one of the women. All right. That's all I'm saying. R. Kelly, however, there ain't many victims as they present. Look, we're going to get to whenever someone comes out and say human. R. Kelly's been under microscope for a year. New to you doesn't make it new. I didn't say new to me what made it new. I did not say that. I said all of it has been talked about before. Some of it was new to me that I didn't know of some stuff, but it's all information that's been out there. But that's my point, Terrence. Terrence, that's my point is it was new to me, even though I knew. Like, I remember him marrying Aaliyah. I remember from the beginning, him and marrying Aaliyah, because I'm older. Y'all know I'm older. So I remember, and that was like, everybody was like, oh, she's only 15, and he's this and that. And like, I remember this. But I thought in my mind then, I was like, I was like, you can't hate on that. What if it's just love? You saw Elvis and Priscilla. Priscilla was like the same age and they got married and had this love. And so when I first heard that, I was like, oh, people just singing this and that. I started thinking, I was like, oh, so I didn't think nothing of that. I didn't think nothing of it. I don't think many people did. They were just kind of swept under. Then the videotape came out. And he went to, he was in court. Videotape came out. Underage girl. That's all you hear. You didn't even hear ages. I mean, I went and started. That's when I was like, oh, you started reading about it, right? But they were just saying on TV, underage girl, sex tape with R. Kelly, and peeing on her. That's what he said, right? That's what you heard. And wasn't even nasty. It wasn't even he just peed on her a little bit. Didn't he pee all up in her face and her mouth? Wasn't it Terrence? Terrence said he knows this information. Wasn't it some nasty peeing? It wasn't just a little peeing on this underage girl. It was he was peeing all up in her mouth and stuff. Wasn't that it, Terrence? Wasn't it gross like that? And you just heard underage girl. But he went to trial. He went to court. They had a big trial. And then they said he was not guilty. So what made you think? Because I never went and saw that video. That's what I'm saying. I ain't going to go look at that kind of stuff. No, I ain't look. And that's an underage girl. I ain't going to look at that kind of stuff. Never went and saw the video. So I said he's not guilty. I was like, oh, well, they said he's not guilty, I don't believe the court system. They also said OJ's not guilty. And they also said, what was that? Casey Anthony girl was not guilty. And you're like, oh, that girl killed that baby. OJ did. That's what I'm saying. They also, so not always, so it's still in the back of your mind. Oh, R. Kelly. And he's still he was in that video. He was, so I was just already, I'm oh, something's wrong with him. He's peeing on people and underage people. Well, they found him not guilty. So you know how they can be setting up somebody too to make them real bad. But then but still in the back of your mind, you think, but then you didn't hear about him for a long time. I didn't. He went underground for a little bit. He was staying out of trouble or something. But then, was that? Oh, no, before that is when he got married, though. So Aaliyah happened, but then he got married again and had some babies. But then that thing with the peeing on, because the wife was up on there. The ex-wife was up on the show. And I didn't know about, the ex-wife was pregnant, with their third child. Pregnant with, their third child when that peeing thing came out. and she almost had a miscarriage. Like she had to be rushed to the hospital and all this stuff. And then she was all up on talking about the abuse. So number one, oh, R. Kelly, number one, I don't even have to even know about any of that other stuff. I don't even have to know about the peeing stuff where he abused his wife and she would talk about that stuff. And I would like right there, I just like, oh, I don't like him. You can't, nuh-uh. I ain't gonna like somebody that look abuses their wife. No, I can't. But even after all the bad stuff on this show, listen, even after all the bad stuff on the show, I still like, I'm just like, his song, right? I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I'm not a very good singer, but that's just a song too that's in your head. Like, I love that this song is beautiful. Like, it's so hard, I think, to separate like the music from the person. So I can understand why some of these people like don't believe it, or some of these women get sucked into that a relationship with him. Some of them I think are out for money, but I can understand how some, like you, if R. Kelly would come and start singing "I Believe I Can Fly" to him right here, right now, if he started singing "I Believe I Can Fly," when I'm not having it in my mind, I might be like, oh, I bet R. Kelly, you're right. Like when it hits you here, you forget about that stuff that he did. You do. You forget about all that stuff he did. So he had these trance on people for all these years. He had this train. Look, they were, I believe you can fly. And then that hypnotized. He hypnotized everybody. So I can understand, especially I can understand why these girls go to him, get sucked in this trap, marry him and stuff. But they're also, you have to think, they're young girls. Like he only goes after young girls. He only, like his wife that he married his wife, and this was after Aaliyah. So he was already old, but he married his wife and she was still like 19 when he met her. That's like the oldest. So he always preyed on like these young girls. Let me go back and look. I'm missing comments. I know y'all having all this conversation. I get to talking and miss it all. Where is it at? Sometimes in life, feeling the truth obvious. However, there is some, just like Bill Cosby stuff, there is a lot of women like to play victims. It's a shame. Amanda, you good. I'm just saying. Truth. These people been listening to Baby It's Cold Outside too much lately. Baby It's Cold Outside. Like, oh, I can say Joshua Stark. I can agree with you there. Like all the Harvey Weinstein and Me Too stuff, like it definitely has like cases where to come out, people need to come out and be like, oh, that was just wrong. I stand that Me Too. But then there's some cases, I agree. That's why you can't, that's what with the R. Kelly stuff, you can't, it's hard to separate even the victims because some will come out and be like, oh, he did this and that. Like, y'all heard about the Louis C.K. thing. Remember when Louis C.K. like gotten all that, like, didn't he get like shows canceled too? Or Louis C.K. had a rough time. I'm just saying, still. And all he did was like kind of masturbate in front of people, right? Like he didn't touch anybody. He would just like pull it out and start playing with it, which is like wrong. He would ask. No, he didn't even do it. He would ask them first. He'd be like, can I do that? Like he gave them even the option to say yes or no. And if they said no, they left. But he's still like, so that, like some things I think they just like take it overboard. Like the Baby It's Cold Outside song. Everybody was getting upset. Oh, that promotes this and that. I'm like, y'all are just like, this is taking it too far. Like, I know I'm a woman. I stand behind women's rights and Me Too. And I know that kind of stuff. But then sometimes like they always want to take it too far. Right? So that's like in your head too with all this stuff with the R. Kelly. It's like, well, maybe it's just women wanting after money and this. But after watching this, oh no, that sucker's nasty. Nastier than I thought. Nastier. Like he's so, like I already knew he was nasty. Peeing on people. Like right there. I just had to see peeing on people. I'm like, you're nasty. You're nasty. But after watching the Surviving R. Kelly, it was more than that. I was like sitting there like a bad, just that, when something's just so wrong and you get that pit in your stomach. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? When something's so wrong, you get that pit in your stomach when you're just like, oh, like it makes you feel sick and a knot, just like, oh, that was just like that's how I felt. Like dirty too. Like I wanted to go take a shower, like just dirty. R. Kelly just dirty. I have an open mind, even though trying to quickly throw something in the fire. R. Kelly is a talented singer. Oh yeah, no, but F him. No, I'm right. You're right. Does anybody remember the movie Richard Nixon? You're pissing on people. Someone is irrelevant. It's about the fact it was a girl. If it would have been an adult, there would have. Oh no, yeah. O.J. Bart Simpson was guilty, boy. Be careful not to consume false info. There's always a lot of BS mixed with the truth. R. Kelly messed up too many times. We're going to talk about some more. I'm just trying to catch up. R. Kelly is females actually. All right, can we get to that? Can we look. Hi, Daniel Rivera. Hey, Big Mama. Big Mama sharing the love. And and this is Big Mama's first time coming in my stream because I just met her today. I was in another stream and I was like, oh, hey, girl. And we were just talking. And she's got to come in on the most down. Look, this is probably the most serious chats we have. Surviving R. Kelly, right? But this is the thing. I saw it last weekend. Nobody was watching it. I didn't have nobody to talk to about it. I was asking people. I was like, did you watch the Surviving R. Kelly? They're like, oh, no, I heard about it. I need to talk it out. I got feelings to talk out about this show. So R. Kelly, though, let me tell you, after that trial, he was found not guilty. He did get smart. Like, because those were girls. Oh, those were girls. Listen to this. Terrence, did you see Sparkle? Sparkle was like a backup singer or like he did like songs with her, Sparkle. And the girl that he peed on in the video was her niece. Yes. But those parents were paid off. That's what makes you so mad too about this show. It's not just the stuff R. Kelly did that makes you feel like gross and have that pit in your stomach. It's not just that. It's the people around them, or the people all around R. Kelly that are working with him, his assistants, that's seeing all this stuff and like covering up. And I'm like, you see, they talk about the people that worked with him, talk about him having a studio, and they had different rooms and they had beds around, and like little girls were in those rooms with the beds in the studio. So that's what I'm saying. It's not even about how gross R. Kelly is. It's about like those people helping him do this stuff. You can't get away with the stuff he did without help. And that's what I'm saying. Him getting away with this stuff, the people helping him, it makes you just feel gross and mad. One of my R. Kelly songs still, what person's art. So that's what I'm saying. But after he got caught, he got smart. He started going like to the lowest maximum age you can, right? He started, because that girl with the peeing video that was Sparkle, his backup singer's niece, like she was like what, 13, 14, like something really young, like really young. Like I'm thinking 13 or 14. He started going for 17-year-olds, which was smart after his trial because he was scared. They talk about, he was scared to go to jail, but he started going for 17-year-olds. And I guess because he lived in Chicago and in Illinois, like the legal age there is 17. So every girl, like they were all like 17. So he had them like barely legal. But he was smart. He's like, and then when they're 17 and he gets in their heads, so he'd have these girls over and get in their heads and they're like 17 and R. Kelly, I believe I could fly is singing to them. Like I'm just saying, I'm 42 and it still could be like, I look, if R. Kelly came and started singing, like I wouldn't have. This is a child almost doing that, and they would just go for it. And then but the parents know. The parents knew, like R. Kelly, the parents probably seen the videotapes, but they were 17. He would barricade them in like the house. I mean, they would stay there willingly. They were 17, thinking they're in love, rich, gonna be taken care of their whole life. R. Kelly, you know. And he's saying, you stay in the house and not letting the parents see these girls, which they're 17. They're adults. The police can't go in and take them. But he's like keeping them from the parents for like years. Some of these parents talking about they haven't seen their daughter in like 3 years. It's crazy. Crazy. Is 17 legal in most states? You hate that song? I believe I can fly. How I do not like. How can you hate that song? No, but that's what. And then this is what I don't understand. I'm gonna tell you, because you've seen all this stuff. You've seen what R. Kelly did over the years. Some of the women coming out in this show after, and this is after the trial. This is after most people done seen that nasty videotape and stuff. He started dating some women, and like they were like 35. I was like, I can understand the older or the younger girls, because that's just they're babies. They're just, not knowing what's going on in life. And R. Kelly's there. And some of like 17-year-old now, 17. When was that? When did the pee and tape come out, Terrence? When did the pee and tape come out? When did the pee and Terrence? When did the pee and tape come out? Because if he goes after like a 17-year-old now, like that might be like they might have been newborns when that pee and tape came out. So they don't know nothing about it. But the parents do. And the parents, look, that's why he keeps the parents away, because they'll go in there, make their kid. I know it came out like, but some of the women were in their 30s dating him. That's the ones I was saying, oh no, you done seen the tape. You done known the nasty stuff he did peeing up in people's mouths. You done seen this. And then you're going to date him and then come up on TV like you're surprised. I don't understand. They had some girls like that in their 30s that were like, oh, I heard about it, but I didn't believe it. I just didn't know. And then they're going to be shocked after. Like they had that one girl that she got an STD from him, and she's like in her 30s and she's suing him. Now, see, it's those girls that make me wonder. Like, I'm like, you were 35, you done seen videotapes him peeing up in somebody's mouth, and you thought that was a good idea. And you thought he was on a videotape peeing up in somebody's mouth, and you're going to have unprotected sex with him? No. Dance party. Into that peeing stuff. Oh, that's just nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. Oh, what's Dance Party saying? How you doing? Why you got all the caps on, Dance? He's really having a party. Anyway, look, Terrence, did you watch, like, there's no way, though, after watching that Survive and R. Kelly stuff, that he pretty much, R. Kelly, like, told on himself even. R. Kelly even told on himself. What is that song? Like, didn't he make a song that called I Admit It? And he talks about I admit peeing in the face, younger age girl. Like, you know how he does, like in the closet? Like, he does a whole, like, he tells a story. Like, he don't have, like, verses. He just starts singing what he's doing that day, right? You still haven't sent me. I know, because you were saying you want my telephone number. I was like, my husband would get mad. Like, you have to meet me on Facebook. We can have these discussions, do YouTube Live. You try and get me in trouble, Tremaine. That's what did Dance Party say? Oh no, he's a pervert. No, nobody. Look. Ah, he's and after this, like show, like there ain't even like well, that's what I'm saying. He don't even deny it. He don't even deny it. Doing that song called "I Admit It." He's like, "I admit I did all that stuff that they said in the courtroom," right? And all the people are singing on TV. Like he even admits it. So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. I don't understand how ARC, but they're stopping them. They got all these people talking about mute, like hashtag mute R. Kelly. And this is before this came out. This has been like the last couple of years. Like they're shutting down his concerts at places. Like the only place he can really sing is when he goes, like his next concert's in Germany or something. Like he has to go out the country to sing because they're like shutting them down here. They're shutting him down here. So also like, oh, you like Japanese artists. Wait, does your husband know about your bodyguard? Look, you can. He comes on my he always talks on my Joshua Stark knows who my husband is. He'll make comments on my YouTube. That's it. OG Top Love. See, I knew Joshua Stark would. That dance party. Like I wasn't like a big fan, like follow all the stuff, but I mean, some of his songs, even that song with a little bump and grind, ain't that his song? Like there's even like old school songs that I was just like, oh, he like you cannot deny like he's talented. Oh, even that Surviving R. Kelly got into like, and he's admitted, right, that he was sexually abused as a kid. So you know that's where that stuff comes from. It's not like you're just born that way and doing that stuff. Like he had that some traumatic stuff. Oh, and then on the show, that's why I said he had some traumatic stuff done to him and probably his whole family because in on the show, they're gonna have his brother up in there. They're gonna go to prison like his brother, older brother's in prison for burglary. So that tells me number one, R. Kelly ain't spreading his money around to like even his family. Like even his family. He had to go to prison for burglary. When R. Kelly's your brother, I would be like, you taking care of me. Why am I trying to steal? Like, just give me some money. So R. Kelly ain't giving nobody no money, none of his family. The brother's in jail for burglary. And he was up on that show talking about that's just look, that's R. Kelly. That's my brother. That's his preference. He likes little girls. he's like he likes little girls. That's just his preference. I like older girls. I was like, you they didn't have nobody up in there defending him that had any sense either. It's true, Amanda. I'm a true Amanda. I was never a fan of that. See, I like that song, Dance Party. I believe I can fly. Like I would still sing it, even though I have to try to separate that. What'd I say? Watch my mouth. What'd I say? I didn't say nothing bad. You gotta tell them about me. Oh, I will. I'll tell them. I'll tell them. I might have told him already. I don't remember. Like I tell him stuff that, but half the time I'm like, oh, this happened on YouTube, and he ain't big into YouTube, so I might have told him. R. Kelly only spreads his money to victims, and oh, I know, because that's what I'm gonna say. Like that girl, the girl that he peed in the mouth, and the Sparkle was the aunt. You know those parents got paid off. Like Sparkle don't talk to the parents no more. Like she don't talk to none of them because she was the one coming out like that was my niece and this and that and da da da. She even talks about she's like, yeah, my brother or the parents, my niece and the parents, they were paid off. Like she basically said, and after like the dad of the girl is like a musician and he was like on all R. Kelly's like songs after that. So he was getting paid off, which is terrible, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Like R. Kelly's a horrible human being, horrible. But all the people, like like if that happened to my kid, you think he could pay me? Oh no, you going to jail. I don't care how much money you have. You can't pay off the time you're gonna do, and you're gonna be. You think you was molested as a kid? Wait till they get you up in jail. All of them's gonna have a piece of R. Kelly. Like, and I would make sure. I'm like, you going to jail. They all getting a piece of you. They're all getting a piece of you. But that's what I'm saying. The people around him, the assistants that help, even now, like he has all these young girls with him now. Don't let them see their parents. Don't let them see the parents. And then they each have like a watcher. So he like pays people to like watch these girls. And they know like they're keeping them from the families, and some of them are trying to escape. And they're like I guess sometimes like he'll beat them so bad sometimes like they watch him not like. I don't think they like let him like. I don't think R. Kelly like keeps them there against their will, because the girls pretty much like when some of them left, it didn't seem like they had a problem leaving. They were just like, yeah, I just got my stuff and left. Like he was like, okay, you go. I don't think he ever like kept them there against their will, but he just like brainwashed them, making sure and then when he gets in there, they have to call, like they can't look them in the eye. They gotta be, so he has all these women up in there. They all know that they're up in there. Like they all know they're in different rooms. They can't talk to each other. That like they have to like, they can't go pee. They gotta ask him. They gotta call him up on the phone. They gotta call him up on the phone when they can go pee. And if he don't like let them go, if he don't say you can go pee now, like they can't. They had some of these girls, they had buckets and drums, buckets so these girls can pee. But that's what I'm saying. It's not like he locked the door in. That's how brainwashed these girls were. Look, look. For me, look. They have to. You tell me I can't go pee. That has to be some kind of brainwash, because that is an animal instinct. I don't care how dumb you are. That's an animal instinct. I gotta go pee. And if you're telling me I can't go to pee, that's some kind of brain washing. That's some kind of brainwashing. You're going to tell me I can't go pee, and that's like an animal instinct. You can be smart, dumb. Everybody knows when they got to go pee. And I got to ask you, and I got to hold it until you say yes. That's some brainwashing. That is some brainwashing. I mess with my daughter, he would have gotten, oh yeah. And they had that one dad, the one dad and mom. This is what I don't believe it too. Okay, the parents say they keeping from them for all these years and blah blah blah. And the one they found was in this building. They were like, I know my daughter's in this building. I know my daughter's in this building. And they went to that building and they were like, they won't let me in. But then later she says, oh, when I get my daughter, like she said, I've been to jail. I'm a like, she acted like she was gonna beat up R. Kelly or something. But I was like, if you're that worried about getting your daughter when you went to that building, I would have like, they just couldn't get in there. They called the police, they wouldn't let them in, and then they just left. Oh no, I would have got some explosive. Like, if she didn't care, if you really want to get them, I would get through that door, is all I'm saying. Like, there ain't nobody that hold me back. I would have taken a van and drove it right into that building. I would have did something. I would have did something. Like I look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong saying these parents didn't try hard enough, but I just know if that would have been I would go crazy. I wouldn't care about going to jail. That's why I said I'd get a big old semi truck. I go steal a burger. I go steal one. I'll drive it right into there. I go crazy. Don't be messing with my kids. Don't be messing with my kids. I would go crazy. Hi, heavy duty. I know, to heavy duty. Do we have a deep subject tonight or what? We're talking about the surviving R. Kelly. Because they had last weekend that whole, I'm going to eat me 2 Twinkies. Oh, we're getting snacks now. Oh, it's snack time? You seen those chocolate covered Twinkies dance party? I want some of that. I want some of that. Little kid, when parents tell the kids to sit down. Well, yeah, he's like a little kid. Like, or the girl, that's why he gets these girls, because they're like little kids. They are. These parents knew. Yeah, oh no. That's what I'm saying. They just as because my parents wouldn't be like my kids wouldn't even have the chance to go over R. Kelly's house. Like some of that young, like the girl that was the niece, like they were bringing her. And then let me tell you all this. Damn it. And this is why I say some things I didn't know about this. So they had that one girl. They had this one girl, and she dated R. Kelly like after the sex tape thing, and he went not guilty, right? She dated R. Kelly. I don't care for R. Kelly, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. They had this on Lifetime channel last weekend, a documentary, Surviving R. Kelly. It was the talk of the internet. So R. Kelly dated this girl after the P-tape, and he went to court, and they said he wasn't guilty. He dated this girl, and she worked at like a radio station or something. She was like 30. She was something like 30 years old or something like that, right? So she started dating him. And I guess after they went on some dates or whatever, like she was talking to her, and she moved there. She moved to she was in a different city. She moved to go move in with him. Like she moved from her city to like relocated to be with R. Kelly. And then after she did this, like she would talk to her friend or something, and her friend was like, "You ever seen the sex tape like that he went to court for?" And she was like, "No." So she went and Googled it. And she said, when she Googled it, the girl on that tape, she had done met like a week before. So that he is still seeing that little girl that was on the tape. He was still seeing her. Like he introduced her to the girlfriend. Like, so she said she went when she saw, and this was after she started dating R. Kelly. She saw, which I was like, oh no, you're gonna start dating R. Kelly and not see that tape? Like I never seen the tape, but I ain't dating R. Kelly. But I'm gonna tell you, if I date somebody, I do all the research. I'm like I'm better than Sherlock Holmes. I'm better than Sherlock Holmes with that. I will like do research, fingerprint checks. If I'm gonna date you, I'm gonna know everything. So number one, she was dumb. First of all, she was older, but she said she didn't believe, like, he was found not guilty, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt, But she didn't do her research and go look at the tape before this. And then guess what? She goes and tells R. Kelly she saw the tape, and he beats her. Okay? Why are you looking at the tape? Blah, blah, blah. Then what? She stayed with him. I don't understand it. I don't, like I said, I can understand kids getting brainwashed, like they're young and that. She was already older. I read radio DJ, like she was set, like she had a career, and then we'll put up with all that kind of stuff. I don't understand how people put up with that kind of stuff. I just don't. I can't. All right, what did Joshua Stark say? If someone ever does this to my girlfriend, you just ruin someone. So Joshua Stark will kill him. I mean, if they did it to my kids, I said, if they did something like to my kids, like if somebody did something to my kids, I know I'll be going to jail. I know I'll kill somebody. I know I'll run them over with a car, and I'll back over and do it again. Go backwards. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's your mother instinct. So that's why I can't understand how these parents, like, no amount of money. Oh. Lifetime's a horrible channel. I love me some Lifetime movies. I do. On the weekends, those Lifetime movies, I love them. That's my guilty pleasure, Terrence. That is my guilty pleasure. You know, you have some. Tell us everybody tell me your guilty pleasures. One of mine, I love Lifetime movies. This is a woman, a bunch of teenage boys. Oh, let me tell you, teenage boys. Since we talking about that, let me tell you something. Hold on. Only watch Lifetime. Hallmark Channel is the best. Oh yeah, there's always double standards. Let me tell you, and I forgot to tell y'all this part about surviving R. Kelly. I forgot to tell y'all this part. This is recent ones. This is recent ones. So like recently, one of the girls left. And it was so recent, like the mom was filming for this documentary and she like left in the middle. And he had like 3 girls or something with him at the time. The girl that left, he dressed like a boy. They said she's tomboyish. And he cut her hair like real short, made her dress in boy clothes and get tattoos and wear a hat. And he made the girl like act and dress like a boy. That's the one that got out. Like she got out. She left. Like the mom, like that just tells you the deepness of his nastiness. Dressing that girl, making her act and look like a boy. He ain't right. Like up here, like definitely something mentally, like he needs definitely to be in some kind of psychiatric ward. Like something ain't right with R. Kelly. Something is not right up there. And that's what you can do that. Like he complete insanity, I think. Like that's how insane I think like he is, like doing stuff. Like they even talk about like he has a God complex. He thinks he can get away with but I mean he has gotten away with everything. He has. Mm-mm-mm. And that's what makes you mad because it's the people that that are helping him that you think should be like responsible adults that are helping him, knowing he's doing wrong, but he's got the money to pay him off. So they just once that money runs out, that's what and I said this too. I said R. Kelly will keep doing this until that money runs out. Once he can stop paying parents off, and it's gonna eventually, the way they cut look, the way as much money he probably had to pay people off, the way they like shutting down all his concerts and stuff, the way they shutting down all that, he's going to run out of money. And that's when he's going to get in trouble. Because when he can stop, when he can't pay these people to be quiet, and when he like can't pay people off and all that kind of stuff, that's when he's going to be going to jail. But people will do this for money. It's sickening. It's sickening. Why am I going to hate you? Uh-oh. We're tough. Joshua Stark, you said your guilty pleasures women. Joshua Stark. You don't have to be guilty about that. Why is that a guilty pleasure? Like isn't that like a human instinct? Lifetime, Hallmark. Oh yeah, they are, but I love them. I love those sappy kind of just ridiculous movies with bad acting. That's what a guilty pleasure is, Terrence. Terrence still has to talk about his, did he? Oh wait, my guilty pleasures. I'll let you know when I have one. Oh, I'm sure you can think of one. I'm sure you can think of one, Terrence. Liking women is natural. That's what right. Hey, don't be saying that kind of look. He's a little kid. You have to say when you fall in love, right? Find the right girl, Joshua Stark. My dad's back from the store. He got fried chicken and cinnamon rolls. Fried chicken and cinnamon rolls. That sounds delicious. All right. My cousin was, we're getting deep. I know. That's sad. I was livid. Died. And it's true. That kind of stuff. But that's what I'm saying. R. Kelly was talking about how he was molested as a kid. That kind of stuff, that messes you up for life. It does. I can't imagine having to get over that kind of thing. And it probably messed him up mentally and stuff too. That's why I said he needs to be in some kind of sane place. And the victims, like you think this girl that was in that with those other girls, and he made dress like a boy, and he was with her for like 3 years, and she would talk about getting beat and all this other stuff. Had to pee in buckets, locked in rooms. had to do. So then he would have them like all get together and do nasty stuff together. I bet you she has to go through some kind of, like, I can't imagine living a normal life after something like that. She has to get some kind of mentally checked up. I hope the mom's getting her something done. But even the mom said, like, she's a single mom, so she couldn't watch over all the time, you know? But that's how this stuff happens. Heavy duty smokes his weed. What? Why you gotta feel guilty about that, Heavy? Why you gotta feel guilty about that? You don't have to feel guilty about that either, Heavy. I'm so mad that Hallmark doesn't. Santa Claus. Okay. 13. Don't give me ideas. When you fall in love. Yes, Tremaine. Talk about falling in love. You'll be fine, one girl. Hello, Kingston Walker. I miss weed. Primrose, yeah. Look, Heavy duty. You're talking about, like, we have to clean this up. We got all kind of people showing up. We got to clean. They're gonna come in on us talking about weed. Terrence says he smokes the ashes of his enemies. Oh, Lord. Do you see where y'all going? Oh, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. So, yeah. So, can y'all understand, though, now why I needed to talk about this tonight? It was just crazy. And I had nobody else to talk to. I said, I know my people that I love up at my YouTuber. Y'all are like family almost now. Y'all become, like, I know y'all. So, look, Auntie Amanda. So I was like, I can go talk to I got feelings to talk it out. I'm going to go talk to my people. England, you can smoke weed in England? Should we go from like a R. Kelly to a weed discussion? I didn't know you could smoke weed in England. Never talk. There is never a need. Oh, Terrence said never. Yes, Terrence, because I watched that show. I needed to get, it's not the fact that it's R. Kelly. I watched the show. I needed to get my feelings out about it because it's still, after watching that stuff, still on my mind, still just making me feel nasty. So I said, I had to go and get those feelings out, talk about it, done. I had nobody to talk about it, talk those feelings out with. Now it's out. Y'all know about it. Y'all know my feelings on it. I'm done. We can talk about weed now. No, we're not talking about weed. Why haven't you in 3 months? Heavy duty. This hits real close to home. I can understand. That's your cousin that met Jason Momoa? There was a Santa Claus cinematic universe. Oh my God, Muppets! The great Santa Claus. Muppets is getting crazy. How did this get on the Santa Claus from R. Kelly to weed to Santa Claus? Almost like family. That's a pain in my heart. Is almost like family. That pain in my, you know what I'm like. Not every single person that comes on my feed is almost like is family. Some of y'all are family. Some of y'all are almost like family. That's why I said Joshua Stark. He already called me Auntie Amanda. Of course, we family. Terrence, you're my bodyguard. We are family. Some of them, it ain't legal in England. They don't care. If the woman had the right, Terrence. We're not going to talk about nasty R. Kelly to weed to Santa Claus and back to that nasty stuff. We ain't talking about that. Let's talk about something good now. I want to talk about something good. Look, I'll go back to Muppets. Let's talk about Santa's cinematic universe. I'm with you, Muppets. I would totally have a Santa cinematic universe. And then you can have all the Santas. You can go from Tim Allen Santa to Billy Bob Thornton Bad Santa. Like, you get all the Santas up in that universe. Who else played Santa? Who else plays Santa? I don't even remember. Who is Tom? Right, my thoughts on Tommy Robinson. Who's that? Who is Tommy Robinson? Muppets. Muppets. Who is Tommy Robinson? The good of a great night out. You know I'm playing. I know I don't like Santa movies. Who is? We still have to watch those. So I know Terrence. What about if we watch Us? I want to watch that one. You know I don't watch a lot of horror stuff, but I want to watch Us. Would you prefer the Marvel Cinematic Universe to stay science based, or would you like to be more magic based? Look, this is the easy question, and y'all might not know this about me. I have a master's degree in biochemistry. So if you ask me, like between magic and science, 100%, I go science. I worked in a science laboratory for 15 years. So I'm a science girl. Love me some science. I only quit that job because I started my blog and social media stuff and was going on red carpet events. And I quit and I was getting like more and more offers. So I quit my job in like a science laboratory to pursue like my blogging career. And that was like, it's going to be 3 years ago. So 3 years ago. So so you asked me something with science, all the way, science. No, he did not. D, you come up in here lying. Don't be whining out Jason Momoa. He's lying. I do not believe that. Y'all don't believe that, do you? Y'all don't believe that. I am Joshua. I am real life, but no, better than Tony Stark. Like Tony Stark ain't no real scientist. I have a master's degree in Earth. I've been studying human. Look, Terrence, I know, Terrence. I know, Terrence. I hate magic. No, that's why it has to make sense for me. That's why when stuff don't make sense for me, that's when it loses me. I mean, I can't say I don't like magic stuff. Like if I go to watch a magic like Merlin, like those movies, like I love that kind of shows and movies. We talk about some Merlin. Don't say that. Like I love that. I love fantasy type like movies, books. I like that. It's not saying I don't like it, but if I want to apply it into the Marvel, like for me, I don't know. I would want to more scientific. It's not to say I don't love that kind of stuff. What? Oh, there's a video. D said there's a video. They know I'm not watching the video. D, you crazy? Want me to watch the video of Jason? Oh no, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. I don't believe it. Y'all believe that? Is he he's coming in? D, does that happen a lot? D don't know what he's talking about. The Grinch is the man. He knows how to celebrate Christmas. Santa Claus, seconds away, heart attack falling down your chimney. Does anybody believe that there's really video of Jason Momoa molesting? No, I don't. Lies. Nobody believes it, do they? We don't believe it. Now, Terrence, I'm with you on that. Oh, there is not. Joshua, you are lying. I'm not going to believe. Y'all are not coming up in here with those lies. I don't believe it. No, Joshua, you stop it. I believe, you know when I believe it? I believe it if Muppets tells me. I believe it if Muppets tells me. I'm not believing otherwise. Not believing it otherwise. If Muppets comes on, no. If Muppets comes on and tells me that, and he's saying it was what? On the set, Aquaman actor, the set of a movie, not the movie Aquaman. See, Muppets ain't telling me that's real. Muppets ain't telling me that's real. I don't believe it. If Muppets ain't telling me, I don't believe it. Muppet says socks of soup and super lima beans. I believe it if it's real. That would be all. Would that not be all over? Like, I watched the news today. I've been on, like, that would be trending on Twitter. I keep up with that stuff. No, don't believe it. I'm not even gonna look at. I see. No, I'm not good. Look, why would I Google it for that fake news? For that fake news. You think it's gonna trend tomorrow? Let me look. Right now, I ain't gonna Google. Look, I'm gonna go on Twitter. Let me see if it's a hashtag on Twitter. If I see Twitter, Jason Momoa, none. No Jason Momoa on Twitter. Nothing. How do you know it? You say it's on YouTube, but do you know it? See, that's what I'm saying. There is so much. It's hard to believe. It is hard. It is hard. And if it ain't like twin, like, that's true. He doesn't use social, but they use this hashtag. Like, I use this hashtag all the time on Twitter. People use the Jason Momoa tag, and that would be trending. At least the Jason Momoa hashtag. Darth Vader, you watched a midget? Darth, why do y'all come up here? Why do y'all watch that dirty stuff? You look, Brian don't even know who Jason Momoa is. It's true. Of course he'll be around somewhere on the net. He doesn't use it though. No. I know, because I've tried to tweet him. I've tried to tweet Jason Momoa, like looking up his hat. No, he don't have it. If I tweet about Jason, I have to use like hashtag Jason Momoa. So I know he don't hate. He ain't on face, like he ain't nowhere. I'm sure he's there looking at stuff, but he ain't like publicly out there. Like, he ain't out there as a public figure. He might be up on here right now. He might be D over here trying to show his own video. That might be Jason Momoa right now. I'm sure if Jason Momoa was on YouTube, he saw me. He probably saw my videos. I'm sure of it. Don't you think? There ain't no person on YouTube a bigger fan of Jason Momoa than me. I don't. D. Outlook. Hashtag Jason Stalker, hashtag Jason Momoa. My Twitter is at Mandy Pie for you. MANDIPIE, the number 4, the letter U. That's my Twitter. And I think I even, like yesterday, I was using the hashtag Jason Momoa because I was invited to a wedding and I was like, Jason Momoa needs to be my date for the wedding. Yeah. That's probably why he doesn't. That's probably why he doesn't go on the Twitter, because of like, there's too many Jason Momoa stalkers. But I would be his biggest, I'm Jason Momoa's biggest stalker. Number 1 biggest stalker. Yes. Yes, Darth Vader. That is me. Joshua, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Joshua. No, it's not true. Y'all lying to me. I don't believe it. Like, just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. I just saw Joshua saw the video. You actually see him. It looks innocent until you look at what the hand is doing. Jessica, how do you know she's 7? No. Plus, even though you see it, like, that stuff can be digitally. She actually grabs his hand and takes it off and moves it away. I don't believe it. That ain't it, Darth Vader. It's MANDIPIE, the number 4, the letter U. That's because you did it. You put it all wrong in there. Jason who? Jason. I wish I had an ice cream. Oh, Muppets, you come up here talking about chicken and cinnamon rolls. Now you're going to be talking about ice cream. Gonna make me hungry. Muppets, you're going to come up here and making me hungry. I'm not watching that. Y'all, I wouldn't watch the R. Kelly peeing on somebody. You still think even if it was Jason Momoa, I'm going to be watching that nasty stuff? No, I wouldn't even be watching that nasty stuff, but I don't believe it. And when did this supposedly happen, y'all? D, when did this supposedly happen? I bet it ain't. No, Darth Vader. Darth Vader, that's not it. I'm not telling you again. My Twitter background pic is in front of the White House press background. Did you go? I did, Brian. That was me in the press room. That was like a year and a half ago, too. Well, no, wait. Like, so I went because Michelle Obama, like every year she would give, because you know when Barack Obama's office and the first lady always has like a special initiative, right? Like, oh, wasn't it like Nancy Reagan say no to drugs? And what was Hillary Clinton's? I don't even remember. But then no, like Melania Trump, like she's bully, right? Fight against bullies or something. But Michelle Obama's, what her White House, like the thing was like healthy eating, right? She was all about the kids eating healthy and drinking water. So she had once a year, she would have like a kids' state dinner, throw a contest, and the kid and all the kids like make a special recipe, like around the world. They can, enter their recipes. And she picked a winner from like every state, a kid's dish from every state. And then she would invite all 50 states, the winner, to this kid's state dinner. And she would have like some of the recipes and talk to and she would it would be the kid and one parent. But anyway, they invited me to cover the event. So I got to go up in the it was the weirdest thing. I got to go up in the White House. And that was first of all, just passing the gates, because you walk up down the street and you're just you're in DC and you're like, oh, there's the White House. You could stand outside the gate. Still, they have the guards that are out there and all, guarding the place. But then you can stand, take pictures. But then do you who gets to go behind, So I just walked away. I'm like, oh yeah, my name's on there. They're like, come in. I'm like, let me in the White House. That was just weird, number one. And then so I was in the room, the press room, you see on TV when the president's up on the podium and the flags and they sat us in there. So I was like, can we take pictures? So, I went and started taking pictures. I was posing, doing stuff there, but they had us wait there until the dinner started. And it was neat. Rachel Ray was there. Rachel Ray, because Rachel Ray, I guess, was friends with Michelle Obama, and they would go especially Rachel Ray cooks, right? So she would they would do, I don't know, things together with cooking and healthy cooking. But so she was at that dinner, and then all the kids and with their parents. But yeah, then I got to go to the stateroom and cover the event. It was neat. So yeah, who even asked that? Brian? That was where I got the picture from, because I covered that event. I probably have a blog post about it somewhere. I have to look. I have pictures on my Instagram, same handle, Mandy, MANDIPIE, the number 4 letter U on Instagram. And I'm sure I posted pictures. I know I posted pictures Michelle Obama talking there because she gave a talk. The year before, President Obama showed up. I was hoping. I was like, oh, I wish he would show up here. I was hoping, but he didn't show. But he did do a video, and they played it the video, but he wasn't there when we were there. He wasn't. Although he was there. He didn't come to the dinner, but they did say he was there. And you know how I know? Because like there were other press who I guess like live in town who go there all the time, right? And they're like, "Oh, the president's here," because the Oval Office they have like the guards. Like, I mean, he always has guards, but when there's like the is it um the Marines, like Marine guards, like outside the Oval Office, like they have to stand guard too. Not even like the tops. The what are the guys? The security. What are they called? Why am I going blank on that? His security, that goes around with the you always see with the things in the ears, and they always follow. But when he's there, they have like the Marines and stuff outside the Oval Office. Then they had guys on like the roof with like you feel protected when you're there because they protect the president. Like they had the guys on the roofs with I would look out the window like next to the window and they would just walk by with big old machine guns. I was just like, oh yeah. What did I miss? What did I miss? Because Brian was asked, where am I? I'm going. Sounds like fun. Glad you got it was neat. It was neat to do that. I'm telling you. It was a neat experience. And I just was talking about, you know what? And I was just talking about how I left science like 3 years ago to do blogging full time. So that happened 2.5 years ago because right after it was like 3 months after I got invited to the White House to cover it. And I was like, see, that was a sign that I made the right decision to leave the life of science to do whatever it is I do. Walk red carpets and go to the White House, right? All right, where are we at? Where are we at? Who's eating? Oh, why are y'all making me hungry talking about all these snacks? First Muppets comes in, cinnamon rolls. Now I've been craving cinnamon rolls. They're going to be talking about some cheddar and sour cream heavy duty. Y'all just want to make me hungry. Look, D, you can keep coming up in here. D is yelling that I don't believe him. I don't. You can keep on talking, D. I don't believe it. And I ain't going to watch that video. I'm not going to watch it. Because even if it's not him, it's some nasty video. I don't want to watch no nasty stuff. 7 days away. Oh, Super Broly. Joshua. That's fine. There's nothing wrong. All right. Dragon Ball, Super Broly, 3 weeks. Man, it sounds like, it was. I haven't been. Andy Amanda for president. No, I don't want to be no president. I don't want to be no president. I don't want to be no president. That's just too much. I wouldn't. Look, I don't want all that kind of stress. I don't want to be no president. Yeah, I don't know about this Super Broly. I really don't know much about it. I'm excited though. Glass is coming out this month, right? Like when does Glass come out? That is my next movie I'm so excited about is Glass. That is the next one I just can't wait to see. They invited me though, sneak peek. Oh, I get Saturday, I'm going to see a sneak peek. If it doesn't, it's supposed to snow really bad here. But I'm supposed to go see a sneak peek of the kid who would be king. I'm supposed to go see a sneak peek of that. And then next week, I think it's Tuesday, they want me to go see a sneak peek of that Stan and Ollie. Is that what it's called? Stan and Ollie? But it had John C. Reilly in it, right? So I'm supposed to see a sneak peek of that. So we'll see. But it's supposed to be bad weather here. Like they're talking a lot of snow. Like almost a foot, I think they were talking about. So we'll see if I can get to that because I don't like going out in the snow. I don't like going out in the snow. I love watching Good Eats. Press Pass probably get you some pretty cool play. It does. Secret Service. Why couldn't I remember that, Brian? Secret Service. Why did that slip my mind? Like the easiest. Snipers are always on the total race. D is going on about this. Listen, I don't care if you came in here with a nasty video of anybody. It could be a woman. I ain't gonna watch no nasty video. It ain't had nothing to do about it. I ain't watching D. You can keep on talking. I ain't watching no nasty video. None. Hi, Raylan. Hi. Oh, come. Thank you. Thank you. Glass comes out. All right, yeah. When does Glass come out? When is the day? I'm ready. That's the one I'm super ready for. How much did I love Unbreakable when it first came out? When Unbreakable first came out, how much did I love that? Like that was one of my favorite. Like I could not get enough of it. So, and I know that Split movie. I was like, that was all right. Like it wasn't my favorite. Rayla, you're going to watch it. Don't tell D. Don't tell D you're going to watch it. I liked it. I liked it. I liked Aquaman. Joshua, I know Joshua starts in here and he didn't like it. I liked it. I thought beautiful. Like, oh my God, the fight scenes, the underwater scenes, like they had a whole battle at the end of the underwater scene, Aquaman. That was just, it reminded me of like Star Wars underwater. It was amazing. It was amazing like that. There's some things I don't like about Aquaman. There's some things. Number one, I think they didn't give enough backstory. Like I wanted to see more of him growing up, like as a kid. All they showed, like in the movie, of his backstory stuff, pretty much is what you saw in the trailer. Like that part. Remember, he was like this with the animals and the sharks, and at the aqua center, the aquamarine. Like he was like all like that. That's like they hardly show nothing of him as a kid. Like I wanted to see more like him training growing up in the fight. Like I didn't get enough backstory. I was mad about that with Aquaman. So that was number one, what I didn't like about it. Number two, I didn't like how they did Black Manta. I did not like how they did Black Manta. I feel like they made Black Manta weak, Terrence. I feel like Black Manta is a cool, like, and Terrence, I'm surprised you don't agree with me on this one. All right, it would take away too much to explain. All right, so Terrence, I was going to say that. I was going to agree with you with the backstory. I'm like, okay, maybe if it would take too much to give me more backstory, I can live with that. I still don't like what they did to Black Manta, though. Terrence, I still didn't like it. All right, I won't. No, he hasn't seen it yet. I just feel like they made Black Manta look like I wanted a stronger villain. That was my complaints with it. I wanted more backstory. That was me being selfish too. Like that was me like, like they could have made the movie longer for me. They could have made it longer just to give me more backstory. I know it probably would have taken too much time. That was my own selfishness, but I still felt like they just made Black Manta weak. I did. Like, no, I'm not saying it wasn't one. Like, I like Black Manta. Look, I was like, they could have made, oh, you know what? This is what it was, Terrence. You know, not even that made him weak. They could have waited to bring him in. Like, they could have waited to like the second movie, another Aquaman movie to bring him in. I didn't see the point in them bringing in like just to make him like look weak. Because Black Manta could be totally cool. But I think then, because he was already had like a villain really that he's fighting in this story. They didn't need to even bring back Black Manta in, really. He built a suit quick. He's almost... I don't want to say too much, Terrence, because Raylan High hasn't seen it yet. Don't say too much, Terrence. Raylan High hasn't seen it yet. So I don't want to spoil anything for him. But I talked about it. I had like a whole review about it. But no, I liked it. I liked Aquaman. And not just because I love me some Jason Momoa. Was not the only reason I loved Aquaman. It was on my top 10 favorite movies of the year last year. It was on my top 10. Only Aquaman. And I know you guys talking about Heavy Duty. He didn't look weak. They made him weak. Like he could have not. Look, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give nothing away for Raylan Hyde. He was never strong in the comic books either. Well, see, this one I haven't read much Aquaman comic. I'm telling you, I was basic. I was so excited for this movie. Like I like DC. I love me some DC, but I never got big into Aquaman. I haven't read that many comics. I have like a couple in there, and I brought them out, and I don't even like I read them, and I didn't even remember reading them before. Like I don't know much about his story. No, like he wasn't even like on my top. It was strictly Jason Momoa that made me fall in love with Aquaman. Strictly. And then I was all about it. So as far as like his villains, I'm at look, y'all are schooling me on this. If he wasn't weak, if Black Manta was kind of weak in the comics, I believe you then. Then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about being a weak villain. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just right. Maybe they did it just in the comics. I wouldn't have liked that in the comics probably if he was kind of weak in the comics. His character gets better over time. See, and this is what I don't know. You were just expecting something they didn't do. Yes, I look. If it's one that his character gets better over time, then they did him right. Look, I don't know. So if y'all saying that, because I could see it, because like he has like 3 big scenes, like big ones. Well, no, he has a few big scenes, but I'm just saying as far as fighting and showing development in a villain, like from the first time they showed him in Aquaman till the last time they showed him, you can definitely see that he's had improvements. You can definitely see that he has improvements. So if he just keeps getting better, then I could see it now. I could see why he would come back if he just keeps getting better. So so look, my complaint then, if it's true, it goes by the comics thing, you'll like it. If that's what you're expecting, Raylan Hyde, you will like it. If you get away with the stuff from the movies, 99% I'll still watch it. Black Manta is accurate, not. Almost killed. He almost killed. Shh, don't tell him stuff. Don't tell him. Don't give him away stuff because he's still going to see the movie this weekend. That's why I'm a Batman the Flash. No, Gotham. I told you, I've been watched that in like a week. I'm all about some Batman these days and Batman villains in Gotham. Like people were talking about it. I was talking about somebody the other day about Batman. And they were showing me and we got in a whole discussion about the villains. I'm just like, that's what's been on my mind lately. I'm telling you, from Gotham. And I can't wait. Thursday's episode, Terrence, you said you do a video after every episode? Because I told you I ain't gonna be able to watch it till the next day so I can watch it on Hulu. But I'll do a video. Look, you want me? I'll do a live stream. Terrence, if you come that night, we can talk about it. Live stream. Because I'm all about some Gotham lately and some Batman villains. Sherlock Holmes having dinner with Muppets, you've been eating too many cinnamon buns and too many fried chickens. He gets crazy, Muppets. Muppets get crazy. The stuff I'm saying was in the trail. All right. Yeah, that's true. No, some of it was. Yeah. Batman and the Flash. Oh, heavy duty smokes don't know about nothing about no Black Manta. That's an Aquaman villain. Let these humans know I put you on. You did, Terrence. You did. Like you convinced. I think it was you. Was it Tessa? Like we were having this discussion, and it was me and Tessa on a live stream that made me just do it. Right? You had told me a couple of times, oh, Gotham favorite. It was you and a couple people. But then that last one, I was like, fine, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch Gotham. And there was no turning back. No turning back once I got into Gotham. No turning back. Oh, we talk about pastrami again. You bring it up. Why you gotta bring up the pastrami? Why you gotta bring up last week's videos? Pastrami. Gotham killed 12, but yeah, Gotham don't play. But this is the thing with Gotham. They'll kill somebody, you think they dead, and then they come back. You ain't for sure dead when you're on Gotham. You are not for sure dead. You are not for sure dead when you're on Gotham. I get nuts when I don't have you still haven't eaten? Oh, you gotta go, Joshua. Bye, Josh. Oh, I gotta go too. Y'all, I've been talking almost an hour and a half. I've been talking long. I gotta go soon too. It is. I didn't realize I was talking this long. He's still eating candy canes for Christmas. Heavy duty smokes. You crack me up. I'm looking for the reboot of Spawn. Have you watched the old? No. Jamie Foxx was going to play Spawn. I'm cool with that choice. Yeah. No, I haven't watched, and I haven't really read the comic, so I don't know much about Spawn. Gotham, big death. Bruce Wayne's parents. Well, yeah. Don Falcone. Well, he had like cancer. The daughter. Jerome. Well, but then like then Jerome's then like what's his name and like but he even comes back. Like he even died and then didn't die. So that's what I'm saying. Fish Mooney, these characters haven't come back. They're dead. They all died and came back. Well, not all of them, Don Falcone. Jerome already died and came back. That's what I'm saying. Like Fish Mooney died and came back. Even though they died again, you just can't count on them dying forever because I thought they died the first time and then they came back. I'm down to 8 candy canes. Mr. Freeze's wife. Well, yeah, Mr. Freeze. Well, like, right, she's like frozen. Gotham, but they stayed dead after that. For now, Terrence, are you sure they're not going to come back? 100%. Now, some of them, yeah. Like, yeah. Like Don Falcone ain't coming back. Like he had cancer and all that stuff. Don Falcone ain't coming back. Penguin? Didn't Penguin die? Wait, did Penguin ever die? Didn't Penguin die and come back? Oh, you know who else ain't coming back? But they come back in their own way. Like Jerome died, but then he has a twin brother. And then what was Enigma's first girlfriend that he killed? Right? What was her? Like, Gotham is just crazy like that. What was the girlfriend's name? Enigma, Ed's girlfriend's name in the first, KK, Miss, what a K, Miss Kringle, right? Miss Kringle. Well, that's what I'm saying. No, Jeremiah is not Jerome, but the actor came back, which still like reminds you of them too. But that's what I'm gonna say about Miss Kringle, because then he killed Miss Kringle, but then that girl came back. She wasn't Miss Kringle. She's for sure dead. But it was like she looked just like her. I was like, they just have a hard time maybe too, just like letting actors go, right? Because then they bring them back when they're not them, but they're another character. I love it. I'm not saying nothing bad about it. I like it. It's crazy like that. It's crazy. But it's good. And I can't wait to see Thursday's episode. I can't wait. Oh, yeah, he was just shot. He was shot like a few times. He was just shot this last episode, right? In his bad leg. He was just shot this last episode in his bad leg. Muppet. All right. Muppet just keeps reminding me how I'm getting hungry. And I've been on 1 hour and 27 minutes. So I should go soon. I should go. You do. Heavy duty. You only had to catch up on one season because they just started season 5. And I'm gonna tell you, season 4 was the hardest to watch for me. I thought season 4 was the slowest out of all of them. Out of all of them, season 4 was the slowest for me. Miss Kringle died. They used the same actress, yeah, for the trickery of the character. That's crazy. That's crazy how they do that. Same with like Jerome and Jeremiah. Crazy. They always shooting Penguin. They are poor Penguin. All right, I can't believe it's final season. I'm just catching up. I'm like, oh, I'm just now getting on the show, and then it's ending. 1, 2, 3, ABC, Google, Fox, Fame, Ringo, Pastrami's. Muppets going crazy. This is when we know we gotta go. We gotta go. Muppets is starting to get crazy, y'all. Muppets starting to get crazy. I can see why it need to happen. This is what I'm gonna do. Because when does it play? Muppets is on tomorrow. Or what am I saying? Muppets. Look, you got me doing it. Gotham's on tomorrow night, right? They still not having Fox on. I couldn't watch the football game on Fox this weekend because my cable people are having a dispute with Fox. NCW. My daughter's mad she can't watch Riverdale. So they having a dispute with Fox, NCW, and I can't play anything. So I couldn't watch Gotham last week. I had to watch it on Hulu the next day. And she couldn't watch Riverdale tonight. I don't even know if they have a new Riverdale, but she can't watch it. But I watched it on Hulu the next day. And I think Friday night, I might stream a little bit to talk, or maybe during the day. We'll see. Maybe during the no, because Friday during the day we talk about Endgame. It's the countdown to Endgame, which this week is Captain America. So I'll do it maybe Friday night. Talk about Gotham because I'm gonna want to talk about it. I'm gonna want to talk about it. You know I will. You know I want to talk about it. So maybe Friday night I'll come on and we talk about some Gotham because I want to. I want to. And if Terrence, if you have a video that you put not a live, just a video up usually of giving your review of the show every episode, like right away. So I'm gonna have to watch your stuff too. I'll have to watch it after I watch the next episode, and we might have to talk about it. We'll see. I hope some from the NFC Super Bowl Patriots. Heavy Duty Smokes. You know I'm originally from New Orleans, so I'm all who dat this weekend. Go Saints, whoa Saints, who dat? So you know who I'm gonna be going for. You know who I'm gonna be going for. All right, y'all. I know I can keep talking. Like an hour and a half has flown by, and I feel like I can still sit here and talk to y'all for like an hour and a half more. Y'all my God, y'all my people, y'all my family. Y'all my family. I want to sit and talk about it. I can sit and talk about an hour and a half more. Y'all know I can. But if I don't, and I gotta go. It is getting late. I haven't taken a shower. I need to wash my hair. Muppets is making me hungry. So I got to go. But I'll be back around this week. And I'm gonna try to stick to my news, even though I broke it yesterday. A video Monday through Friday every day. I know I broke it yesterday. I know. But that's what you have resolutions for, to break, right? But until next time, y'all, I'll be back more this week. I missed y'all. I miss y'all on the weekend and I don't get to talk to y'all. All right. Till next time. Bye. Bye, guys.